What up, Laker family? Good afternoon. It's your boy Dtlf back with another pregame live stream. Um, Very happy, man. Very happy for today because there is a Laker game. It's been 2 days off, and even though they stunk it up the last game, they get a chance to redeem themselves here tonight. So that is always exciting. However, I'm not too happy in the sports world for a couple of things. First of all, and what's up, Diehard? What's up, KJ? Quicksilver, all you guys, what's up? Welcome. Shout out to the Noti gang, man. You guys are always the first ones here. Appreciate y'all. Here's the thing, right? I was disappointed last night because obviously my favorite football player retired from the NFL yesterday, right? Aaron Donald retired from my Rams. And that made me sad. And what compounded the sadness is we went up and picked up a backup quarterback that I have despised for a long time. And that's Jimmy Garoppolo. So I was not happy about what transpired yesterday, and I pray to God that today the Lakers can make me happy with a victory. But we face off versus the Warriors, and it's gonna be so damn hard because I promise you, they are not trying to lose today. Today might determine who's gonna have a chance to continue to move up in the NBA standings. And every time this team goes up against us, they play game 7. The Warriors are currently 34 and 31, and the Lakers are 36 and 31. Right? We are 2 games behind the Mavericks for the A spot, which should be our target, right? So that is where we want to be. Salute, Trey. What's up, man? How y'all doing? RP, what up, bro? Hey, man, appreciate y'all. Listen, and we have a PricePicks entry today here on this channel. Yes, I'm bringing back PricePicks over here because we got a bigger audience here. And LeBron got a free square today, so you guys are going to stick around for that. As you can see right here, all he needs to do is get 1 point, and you'll get that pick. So make sure you guys do tap in as soon as I'm done making all my points. But, man, yesterday the Lakers went through some rigorous practice, apparently. They were trying to work on guarding the three-point line better, which, as you guys know, Diehard and KJ, man, we have been just absolutely tripping on the Lakers three-point defense lately, or just defense in general. They have not been good at all. And it has been borderline embarrassing to watch how every team comes in and breaks us down, especially the Warriors. We know the Warriors are going to show up and try to do what they want to do, right? He said, hopefully I've seen you this year when my Vikings come to play the Rams in SoFi. I look forward to potentially going to see a Rams game this year for sure. I'm not sure which one that'll be or if it'll even be this season, but I look forward to it, bro. And for sure, we could definitely link up and all of that if I see you guys over there. Ozzy, what's up, bro? He said, don't worry. We can beat them. We just can't beat the Nuggets and the Kings. Oh, man, don't remind me. But you know what? I worry because the Lakers have kind of taken a step backwards. Yes, I know they only lost 1 game and they won 2 before that. But the game we lost was super crucial. Like my guy Ozzy said, it doesn't seem like we can beat the Nuggets and the Kings, unfortunately. But time will tell. Again, the playoffs are going to be a different animal, and the Lakers are going to have to be ready when said playoffs come, assuming we even make it. Now, it is extremely crucial that the Lakers move up in the standings because, like I said, the Mavericks just lost 1. So they're opening up the door a little bit. They have 38 wins. The Suns have 39, and the Kings have 38. However, I'm looking at the loss column, right? Kings have 27. They're in 6th place. 28 for the Suns. They're in 7th place, and 29 for the Mavericks. They're in 8th place. With only 15 games to go, right? The Lakers need to start stacking wins. And even though we're 6-4 in the last 10 games, which seems solid, we should really be like 7-3 or 8-2. If we really wanted to move up. And then the Mavericks, on the other hand, they're 5-5. So they're kind of trending downwards. So that is good. The good news is that the Mavericks are kind of trending downwards, and they face the Nuggets tomorrow at 12:30, right? So that's going to be one to watch out for. But the most important one is the Lakers because we got to control what we're doing. And this team right here has no identity. I have no idea what version of the Lakers is going to show up tonight. Is it going to be the focused, poised, get out of the gates early and maintain that energy Lakers, or is it going to be the suck in the first half, play better in the second half, but too short of a phantom run that we don't make the full comeback? Or is it going to be the good 1 quarter, bad 1 quarter, good another quarter, bad another quarter, and we end up losing barely by a smidget? Like, what version of the Lakers do you guys predict are going to show up today, chat? I want to read you guys' comments. Let me know in the chat right now. And yeah, I'm doing an early pregame just because PricePicks has a cool little promo, fam. they're giving away a free square today. So I wanted to make sure we get those entries in before some of the earlier games expire. That's the only reason for and of course, remember, promo code DTLF gets you 100% deposit match. So you can mix certain promos if you're a first time, player on PricePicks, and you get an opportunity to double dip there on the promo. He said, when we play Lakers basketball, playing top rated defenses, then we can beat the Nuggets and the Kings. Look, the good news is that obviously Gabe Vincent has been cleared for some non-contact drills and activity. We've seen him shooting around yesterday. There's still no status quo, which means there's no updates on Vanderbilt. So we're still, we're waiting for. He's like the main piece we need back, and hopefully he can stay healthy for the rest of the season. That's like two major key factors. But that's no excuse for how the way the Lakers have laid an egg the last couple of games. Like, AD has truly disappointed, especially when we needed him during this crucial run. If it wasn't for some magical games by D'Angelo Russell and some magical games from LeBron James recently, I don't know where the Lakers would be in this whole chart. Maybe we would have been fighting for the final 10th play-in spot right now. But because of those guys stepping up, and even though D'Lo sucked the last game, and even though LeBron really didn't show up the last game, and even though AD, I don't know, this whole month he hasn't been that impressive, with the exception of one game, the one he played versus the Timberwolves and all their missing pieces. But outside of that, we need AD to just be more physical and to be more imposing. Some people always question, they always ask me whether it's on playback, and KJ and Diehard are my witnesses. They've been with me on playback. But whether it's on playback or on here, they ask me, Dan, is Anthony Davis hurt or what's going on? And that's the same question I'm always asking myself, like, is he hurt, or why is he not playing with the same energy he gave us in the Timberwolves game that he's given us in the Kings game? At this point, guys, I think it's really a mental thing. Hey, what up, Serge? Good to see you, my boy. Welcome. And shout out to Serge. By the way, if y'all have not tapped into playback, you are missing out. Now's your opportunity by clicking my boy Serge's link and follow me over there on playback. First 20 get the VIP pass. We get to watch the games together, man. Every game's been a blast. Watch party with my fellow Laker fans that have always joined me, whether it has been LOE joined me for one episode. Most recently, Diehard and KJ, man, have been joining me consistently. So I appreciate those fellas. Always a blast over there. So make sure you guys do tap in. Appreciate you, Search. Max says, Dan, Max Christie needs to start at the shooting guard for his defense. Yeah, you know what? I would be definitely open to that. I would be definitely open to that. And I would not mind seeing Max Christie start. For me, though, it's just about what combinations are working set game. Like this game, for example, the Warriors aren't really an elite defensive team, so you can get away with D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves. However, when you're going up against like a team that gets after, like the Kings, they got pesky guards that fight through screens and put pressure on the ball, then maybe a lineup like the one you mentioned would be better. But Darvin Ham shows glimpses of maybe learning how to become a good coach, and then he kind of fades back into his bad habits. And some of the quotes he says drives the Laker fan base mad. So there's a lot of different things that just culminate into frustration for us. And I think, some people will say, you guys haven't been fair with the coach or yeah, my phone's already blown up. You guys haven't been fair to the coach or this or that. We've been more than fair to the coach. I didn't even critique him until like halfway through this year when I really started. Shout out to my boy Mees. He was really going in hard on Darvin Ham earlier this season. And, I was kind of just like, okay, we'll see. He might be right, but let me sit back and just give this guy some time, right? That was my take. But, man, he has really turned into something else, man, as a head coach for Lakers. Probably one of the most despised head coaches. And we were thinking when we hired him that we was going to love him. So that's the disappointing part. But in reality, we've had some serviceable coaches along the way, like Frank Vogel, but we haven't really had a great coach, or even a good one for that matter, since Phil Jackson retired, right? Since Phil Jackson is no longer with the Lakers. So I think that's the biggest, most disappointing thing, is that we haven't been able to find. There's been tons of good candidates. We ran through Tyronn Lue, Mark Jackson as candidates we have interviewed, guys like that, and we've come up with kind of empty, on the coaching department. But hopefully, eventually, we get it right. I pray for the day we get an elite coach, like maybe a Spoelstra type, or even a Greg Popovich type, or even, I know those guys don't grow on trees, but you got to look for him. You got to look for that gem Just like in the draft, when you make a selection, you have to look for that gem. So, but it is what it is. Wendell says, yes, I enjoy watching playback, bro. It's a lot of fun, especially if you guys get to, whether you have league pass or you don't. If you don't, make sure you're one of the first 20 to tap in, and you will get a pass from your boy. And even if you don't get there on time, just to, it's easier to interact with those comments and these comments because I have to watch two screens. And so since I'm watching the game on that screen, I prioritize the playback screen during the games. And then post game, I come back to to this segment here. But playback's really growing, guys, and it's awesome, man. It's awesome to watch it grow. Yes, please go support my brother, Me's the GM. Absolutely, appreciate you, Serge. Yeah, Luke Walton was atrocious. Luke Walton was probably one of the worst head coaches I've ever seen in my lifetime as a basketball fan. Like I said, 28 years and counting as a basketball fan. Luke Walton was definitely not a great coach, and that's me being nice. RP so cool. What's up, bro? He said, long as Braun is on the team, no coach will be able to play how they want. Play it simple. Stop blaming him. Nah, I disagree with you there, man. And to be honest, Spoelstra did a great job of managing all those superstars, or should I say the 3 stars, and then all the role players. When you're a head coach, it's not an easy task to acquire a team that has a lot of expectations. However, we thought Darvin, and the reason we hired Darvin is because we thought he was a player's coach. He would come in here and he would take the reins. A lot of times I've seen him with his hands in his pocket or sitting on the sideline looking emotionless. That's a big problem. We saw Darvin Ham succumb to the pressure of coaching Russell Westbrook, LeBron, and AD. He couldn't do it. So that's why he got fired. And supposedly we're supposed to hire this coach because he was supposed to be able to do it. Some people just don't have the goal. Shout out to Tyronn Lue. He was able to do it with LeBron in Cleveland and Kyrie. But Darvin has not been able to coach and rein in his players when they need some coaching. And I think that's something LeBron James has always complained about. He hasn't really played for an elite coach outside of Spoelstra. And actually Tyronn Lue, right? So I'll say both of those guys were pretty good. Spoelstra's the elite one, though, for sure. He's head and shoulders above even Tyronn Lue. And Darvin is nowhere near in the vicinity. For me, what Darvin has shown is that he doesn't have the goal to go up to these star players and thump them in the chest like Phil Jackson and say, hey, so you need to trust your teammates more. Hey, you need to follow the game plan. Hey, we got to execute. Hey, no more silly turnovers. Phil Jackson would bench Kobe Bryant or Shaq if they were playing silly. He would let them know, no matter what the ego or no matter how skilled they were, he had to let them know that he was still the boss. So I disagree with this take. I usually agree with your takes. But this one in particular, I disagree respectfully. Let's see. Appreciate your search. Thank you, bro. Max says Lou would have been perfect head coach for Bron. Genie dropped the ball on that one. Yeah, I think so too. I think Tyronn Lue with this. And one thing I've realized with Tyronn is even when players go missing, he maximizes everybody's value. Like he'll make Terrence Mann or one of these garbage little players play up, not down to their potential, play up, right? And we've seen glimpses of Darvin doing that, like when we were missing AD and LeBron a couple of times. We got a couple of wins we had no business getting, but he needs to bring that same coaching intensity when the stars are playing as well. And that's a big problem. When you let the team run rampant, then you're no leader and you're no head coach, because the head coach should be the leader of the team. The players should be the leaders on the floor, but the coach needs to be the leader off the floor, right? Like on the sidelines and stuff. So that's how I feel about that. Let's see. RP says Pat Riley managed the team. We have a girl as an owner, and Rob does what Bron wants. You see what happens when Bron or AD don't play. It happened twice. It's a very small sample size, fam. We can't just go off of that and say we're going to be better off without them, trade them, and then we'll win a championship with Austin Reeves and D'Lo leading us. It's just too small of a sample size. Now I will say this: yeah, he has struggled to coach. I don't know, but I don't like your quote about a girl as an owner. She already won a championship. She's proven herself. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not going to go there with the whole girl versus guy thing, because Jeannie's actually proven herself before the Clippers owner, before any other owner, before all these other owners that get sucked up to. Matter of fact, Mark Cuban, as he used to be partial owner of the Mavs, and he has the same amount of rings as Jeannie Buss, and Jeannie Buss did it in less time, right? And not even half of the time Mark Cuban's been an owner. So it shows you that it really isn't a gender thing. A woman can run a front office just as well as a man can, and I think Jeannie really did that. However, I do agree that there is some things that I don't like about how close they get in their relationships. You don't mix business with pleasure sometimes, and sometimes they get extremely close to each other, and that's why they struggle to fire people. And sometimes it's also the thing is that she's trying to be classy. She's not trying to do it mid-season. She knows how bad that looks and all that. I get it, but then I do agree that she should have more of a killer mentality and be like, you know what? Because her pops had that killer mentality. You know what I'm saying? He was firing people mid-season, right? Mid-season, like, and so, it's two different people we're dealing with, but still, I respect the job Jeannie has done, but nobody's going to live up to Dr. Jerry Buss. He was the greatest owner, not just in the Lakers, right? But in sports. Think about that. Like, Dr. Jerry Buss, if y'all haven't done your research on him, this dude revolutionized the game. He really brought Showtime to basketball, not just to the Lakers. Like, the way he made basketball entertaining by bringing cheerleaders, by bringing the after parties, everything he did was crucial to where the game is now. So I think sometimes we forget how crucial that was. And it's not fair to compare Jeannie to her pops. Her dad was just on a different level with not just as an owner, but as a person, as an individual, as a human being. He brought a whole city, a whole community together. He brought a nation together. And it was a beautiful thing. Alchemy. What's up? Did you see the clip where Ham said and asked his players what we got before the D-Lo game winner against the Bucks? Sums up our own season. Yeah, like I said, he lets players do whatever they want. That can be a good thing sometimes. And sometimes that can be a bad thing because you don't have the reins. So when you try to take control, they're not listening to you. They're listening to each other in the huddle. That means they lost respect for you. That means you're not head coaching material. I don't understand why people still defend him. I myself was a Darvin Ham advocate when we first hired him because I thought, and based on everything we had heard, he was going to be a great coach. The players loved him in Milwaukee. He's going to play with, we thought, okay, obviously the Bucks, they use their size a lot with Brook Lopez and Giannis. We're finally going to go back to the two big man lineup. Yay. Nope, not Darvin Ham. He came with his own agenda. He came with his own game plan. So, it does sum up what type of coach he is, unfortunately, man, and it's very disappointing. RZ, thanks so much for Super Chat, brother. I appreciate that more than you know. He said, I will never forget Darvin Ham, the head coach scam, blaming the assistant coaches for making the final decision on the court. And again, it shows lack of leadership. It shows his lack of basketball IQ, and it just shows that he's trying to save his ass while throwing other people under the bus, which never results in a good thing. Look what's happened to Doc Rivers. Countless amount of times he has been fired and rehired. And by the way, the Bucks don't look that great. I know they're saying, oh, they're the number one defense. They always had defensive size on there. It's just that the Bucks were not interested in playing defense early in the season. Like 85% of the NBA, they picked when they turned up, right? So it shows you that Doc Rivers is not really a good coach, man. He's been losing games he shouldn't be losing. Like Doc Rivers is not who they think he is, only because he won a championship with that super stacked, cheating-ass Boston Celtic team in 08. That's the only reason he's gotten all this love and recognition. He's like a cat. He has 9 lives. He gets fired and then hired, fired and then hired, fired and then hired. And it's like, damn, there's other coaches that haven't had the same opportunities. I'm saying they're out there just somewhere in the middle. Like, they don't even get their name thrown in the hat. Mark Jackson. Shout out to Mark. Coaches like that. So, but I appreciate Super Chat. Thank you, brother. He said coaches at the YMCA have better offensive schemes than Darvin Ham. I've been told stuff like that, but I can neither deny or confirm. I'll be paying attention to coaches at the YMCA. But I'll say this: drop coverages have to go. We give up way too many threes. They've been working on their 3-point defense. Let's see how that transpires. Also, it sounds like the NBA is already working to make changes to implement and allow better defense and slow down the pace instead of just having teams run rampant back and forth shooting threes. So let's see what happens during the playoffs moving forward over the last month of the regular season as well. Let's see what type of adjustment we see. Do they let them play more? Are they gonna let them get away with stuff, or is it just going to continue to be soft? The league stats have been ballooned and inflated because of this, right? And matter of fact, yesterday on Phone Call Friday, shout out to everybody who tapped in. We talked about this yesterday when we compared Gasol and AD stats. We saw how inflated the stats in the modern game are, because to me, Gasol and AD are very similar but different, right? One's more defensive, one's more offensive, soft touch and efficiency. But the numbers say otherwise. The numbers would tell you that AD's way better when that's just not the case. They're both good. They were both really good, but they were both number 2 options, right? So we broke that down yesterday. If you guys haven't checked that video out, definitely go check it out, man, on Phone Call Friday. But look, my point being is that NBA stats are inflated. And today's stars are averaging anywhere between 7 to 10 more points than they would 10 years ago. And what that means, that's not good for anybody. That means defense isn't being played. That means too many free throws. That means phantom foul calls. That means everything, right? So we really have to focus on playing good defense, and hopefully the officials will do their job and not blow the whistle like too short over and over again. And I'm telling you, it's gotten to the point where even the league officials are sick. The fans are complaining. There's accusations of refs gambling. Like we didn't hear so many different. Like we saw Rudy Gobert get fined $100,000 for saying that sports betting in the NBA has been a huge issue due to the referees, the way they call the game. So everything is coming to the light, which is a beautiful thing. The power of the fan voice is coming to the light. Now the players are speaking up, and the product should be refined and made better over time, which is a good thing for everybody, right? I want to see some defense in this damn league, and I know you guys do as well. Nobody wants to see what we saw in the All-Star game, which is where the game is moving towards, unfortunately. If they don't do anything about this, the game is moving towards the All-Star game, and later on you're going to see Curry and whoever just running up and down, getting uncontested layups, and it's going to be a 3-point shootout with nobody playing defense. So think about that. We need to get back to the physicality. We need to get back to letting them play, and just that'll be a lot funner to earn your points than to have them given. This is why everybody's breaking records nowadays. Everybody was getting 60-point games like a couple months ago. This is why, and I'm glad finally the league is deciding to do something, because it got so ugly. It was egregious, man. Even the coaches, even floppers started complaining. This is when you know it's bad. When a head coach of one of the biggest flopping teams like the Warriors comes out and says the game needs change, that's when you know it's a problem. Because I know all the fans were looking at Steve Kerr like, y'all started this bullshit, fam. The flopping and not being able to touch Curry or none of this stuff, y'all started it because the league started catering to softies like Steph. So I'm telling you, the games needs change. The game needs change. Like Drake says, the game needs change, and I'm the motherfucking cashier. It's just it's facts, man. It's change, and I'm here for it. I'm sure you guys will appreciate it. Maybe the younger generation will be annoyed at first because their favorite player won't be reaching 30s as often, but I think everybody will benefit from this. Every generation. He said that Pelicans game was super physical. I loved it. And I hope they continue to allow that, because I have started to notice some change around the league. If y'all been paying attention, there has been some change. So let's keep that going. We need to allow some of the physicality, not just in the playoffs, but in the regular season too. Let them just play up. Let them play up and let them earn each, it'll also help the game as far as basketball IQ, because now guys will have to be smart in order to score buckets. Like, you're really going to have to go to the mismatches when the game slows down, instead of just, running up and down and doing crazy stuff, man. Let's see here. DTLF, we need to win this game versus the Warriors tonight, because if we don't, we will fall to the 10 seed, and we will have to win 2 games in a row to make the playoffs, and the Nuggets are the number 1 seed right now. Well, I'll tell you this, brother. Regardless of whether we're 10th or 9th, we're going to have to play 2 games. Ideally, you want to win this game, though, because it helps you stay in the hunt for seed number 8 and number 7. And you hope that those other teams start losing. But right now, our fate is semi in our hands. We have to kind of take it by the reins and let the rest take care of itself for now. But yeah, this game is super crucial, I think. And I haven't talked about keys to the game yet. Before I go into the PricePicks selections, I want to talk about the keys to the game. All right, we know Steph Curry's going to come out here and ball. You make him a bucket, make sure you take out everybody else. I'm talking about everybody else has to be taken out of the game. Well, that means Kuminga, right, cannot come in here doing crazy things. We cannot allow him to go off. He's been going off lately, right? And we can't allow him to go off. That means Andrew Wiggins, we have to hold him at bay. He hasn't had a great season. Chris Paul, their backup point guard, he's a pesky little punk. So we got to make sure we keep him, on check. And then Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson always tends to have good games versus Lakers as well. Please, let's play some defense. And hopefully the NBA allows us to tonight. But let's play some defense. Draymond Green, make him a scorer. Make him the bucket getter. And you will have a great chance, because his percentages, aren't that great. I'm not saying leave him wide open for 3. Obviously, contest everything. But if you take away the passing lanes and you deny the basketball without overplaying, because if you overplay, they're just going to do a backdoor cut or screen or something and get a man wide open. It could be Curry, it could be Klay, it could be anybody. But if you play that man properly on the defensive end and get him scrambling, you can turn him over for sure. These are all keys to the game. Obviously, the Lakers got to play high IQ, fundamentally sound basketball, which means who's our biggest threat this game who can exploit anybody, or at least should on paper. He hasn't been doing it lately, but that's Anthony Davis. They got no answers for AD if we feed him and if he has it going, right? Obviously. So that's a huge issue for me. By the way, hit that like button, fam, and don't forget to subscribe if you already haven't, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you, Search, for putting everybody on blast. Man, we got 146 in here. We definitely got to hit the like button. We got 187 on my screen, but for sure, please make sure it doesn't cost a dime. I'd definitely appreciate it, guys, if you guys do smack that like button. It continues to help the channel grow. And also, we're about to get into this PricePicks, man. But the final key to this game, and I think this is a key we've been using a lot this year. We talk about fundamentals, not turning the ball over, and obviously keeping players in check. AD and LeBron, we go as they go. They have to step up tonight and outplay the stars on the other team. That means LeBron has to have better game than Curry overall. Doesn't have to be scoring, but it could be scoring, assists, rebounding, get a block or two here, a steal. Just have a more impactful game. And then Anthony Davis just has to be the best player on the court. All right. Now, if D'Angelo could chime in here, clearly this is one of his former teams. He knows their system. If he could chime in here and give us one of those signature, post-trade deadline D-Lo games, then we'll be straight. Also, Austin Reeves, he was phenomenal last game. Please keep that up this game. And Rui, he's another mismatch that we have on our side that we can exploit, especially in transition. He's a big body. They got some wing players, but Rui's a bully. And when Rui has it going, man. But yeah, we go as our 2 stars go. They have to get out and do some phenomenal things here, man. Guys are starting to get healthier. We need to start getting these wins. That way, when they come back, we're still in the hunt. I think that's crucial. All righty. It's about that time, man, for PrizePicks. All right. I have one entry in the chamber for you guys. If you guys wanted the second entry, definitely follow me over on Playback. We'll be live over there during the game for the watch party. So don't forget that, guys. But here we go. My guy said he got some statistics. Help me out, bro. But listen, we're going to start with LeBron James as a free entry. We're going to start with LeBron James. By the way, I have the free $1,000 entry that they hooked me up with about a week and a half ago. I'm waiting for the playoffs because the stats become more predictable then, and then I'm going to drop this. As soon as the playoffs start and I feel confident, I'm going to do this. I'll probably do a separate video just for this 6-pick $1,000 chance, just because it's going to be interesting. All right, so we're going to start with LeBron James here, clearly. All right, and you guys want to chime in and help me with anybody? I'll definitely take you guys' suggestions. But my guy Max said, PrizePicks time. That's right, bro. Quicksilver says, Dennis Schroeder has gone over 15.5 points, rebounds, in 8 out of his last 10 games. Plays the Pacers today. So 15.5 plus points and rebounds. All right, so let's go to Dennis. Definitely, I appreciate that tip, bro. Thank you so much. And see, this is why we do it as a team, fam, because so what's the stat exactly? Is it points? Because points is at 13.5. Should I take him under points or where do you think I should take him, man, bro? Hook a brother up. Is it points or is it points, rebounds, assists? Which one is it? It could be either. I can see he's been doing some work here. He's at points and rebounds. Okay, points and rebounds. Let's see where they have that stat at. Points and rebound. Points and rebound. So either or, right? Because they don't have a combined stat, do they? Unless I'm blind and I don't see it. Points and rebound. You mean this one right here? Can't mean that one. I don't see a combined stat of points and rebounds. Where is it? Do you guys see it? Do you guys see points and rebounds? Oh, there it is. You're right. Oh, okay. Oh, it's cutting extremely close, but I trust you, bro. I'm going to go ahead and do that one. Let's go over on that. I trust you, brother. For surely I trust you. All right. Let's see. My guy said De'Aaron Fox has gone over 9.5 rebounds and assists in 9 out of the last 10 games. Say less. And actually, I think I took him in an earlier selection, if I'm not mistaken. So let's say less. That's where we're going next. For sure. Let's go to the popular pick. He's here. This is the one you're talking about. You're absolutely right. I was looking at this one earlier this AM. So you're right, brother. We're going to take him there. What else you got for me? Man, my guy coming in clutch. I see you, man. Cam Thomas, PRA, more. Jarrett Allen, 1.5 dunks, more. Jarrett Allen, 1.5 dunks. Okay, let's do what the people want, man. Let's go, Jarrett Allen. 1.5 dunks. Where they do that at? He also that, but this is one of them green goblins, so you don't get much for this. But Jared Allen 1.5 dunks. I don't see it, fam. I don't see it. Do you guys see it? If they don't have it, we'll go to the next step. No worries. Let's see. I took Braun, AD Reeves, Brooks, Oubre, and Shea. Hopefully you win, bro. Hopefully you get it. Let's see. They took it out. It was too good to be true, wasn't it? Tyrese Halliburton has failed to go over 31.5 points and assists in 9 of his last 10 games. Ooh, plays the Nets today. So 31 points. So we should go under on him, right? Is what you're telling me? I don't know. He's good. Tyrese Halliburton good though. I don't know, bro. That's tough. But I'm gonna trust you. This is gonna be the homies entry right here. Tyrese Hallibuckets. So on points, Mike, what was the stat point? Hold on, let me go back and look. 31 points and plus assists. All right, points and assists. Make sure we get that right. Points and assists. We're gonna go with Tyrese Hallibuckets. He's a bucket getter though. Kind of feel iffy about it, but I'm gonna trust you. Points and assists. Here it is. And you're right. He has been going less, so let's go less again. Hopefully the Nets actually either get blown out early and he's out of the game, or what's the other option? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's see what 4 gives us right now. Hold on. So we play the $5. 4 gives us 50. Let's add another one, bro. Let's add a 50. Shea, 24.5. Oh, that's kind of a good one. So Shea, okay, that's a good one. Hold up. I think he can get that for sure. Oh, but it's the green one, right? So this one, look, what happens if I add this one, it actually brings my winning percentage down. So there's no point of picking them up. You feel me? It brings my win total down. So let's pick somebody who won't bring me down. Let's see. Has gone over 36.5 in rebounds in 9 of the last 11 games versus the Grizzlies. So it might be a blowout. You're right. But the Grizzlies actually be competing, fam. They be competing. I'll tell you that. I'm just curious if I throw him in here, it goes to 80. So that's kind of a risk worth taking there. But we want to win. That's what we're not here to risk it for the biscuit. We're here to win, fam. And that's what we need. But let's see. One final entry, chat. So if y'all help me out, that way we can all win. Now, this guy's been cooking, fam. Check him out. He's been cooking. And we know the Lakers make plenty of mistakes, and Kuminga can definitely capitalize on them. Right? He has been cooking the last couple of games. I'm on the fence about Kuminga, though. I'm on the fence. How are we feeling? How are we feeling about Kuminga? Jonathan Kuminga, I think it's a good pick, but let's see what else they got out of curiosity. Darius Garland's been hooping too. Going up against Houston. Curry, fam, I already picked him up earlier today, but I have a feeling he's about to just go crazy on us. They're fighting for their playoff life, so when you get a rat back against the wall, they squeal, man. I took him earlier on the playback, so I don't want to take any of the same picks, diehard, but this was definitely a good one. I took him earlier. I believe it was on playback. So yeah, I'll just skip that one. Kuminga has gone over in 10 of his last 10, but I feel like it's a trap. Oh, you're right. And sometimes they do be having those when when the players are just continue to go over. Eventually, they fall off. Okay, Josh Hart though. Look at this, 15. I thought it was points and rebounds. Rebounds and assists is kind of risky. I thought it was points and rebounds for sure. I'm tempted to get Steph Curry for 4.5 rebounds, fam. The Lakers let's see what it will turn into. It will turn into 60. Nothing too spectacular. I'll take them out. What was the other one we had? There was another one we had that went. All right, what happens if we throw in Kuminga? It doesn't really improve much. I want a pick that's going to improve. That's what I'm looking for. And it's weird how some picks improve your win percentage and some don't, right? Curry 5.5 3-pointers. Yeah, he could hit it, but I don't want to do that, fam. What does Garland improve? Oh, Ooh, hold up. It's a risky one. 24.5 with Garland. But Houston doesn't really play much defense, if we're being honest. And it was skyrocketed us to a buck 50. I'm sorry, a buck 10. How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that one? Darius Garland seems like a winner pick for me. RZ says Suns imploding soon. Grab Nurkic, Wood, and Gabe. Vincent. Appreciate you, RZ. Thank you, brother. I kind of like the payout for that one. I know it's risky. I know Garland's more of a playmaker than his bucket, but if he gets hot, man. Yeah, I know. Let's see though. What does chat say? Good? Good on that one? How are we feeling? That's definitely risky right there for surely. But as you can see, if you look at his last couple games, kind of been hooping, fam. He had 27 versus the Pelicans. He had 30 versus Phoenix Suns. Now, here's the thing. He only had 14 versus Brooklyn, but I think Houston's going to be relatively competitive, and they might force him to have a big game. But how y'all feeling? I would do the Curry for 5 3 points. Oh, I hate Curry, bro. I don't even want to pick him up in my fantasy picks. Let you know what I'm saying. Let alone when there's money involved. All right, I'm gonna go with my gut, fam. This is gonna be the entry. This is the riskiest pick for sure. The other ones you guys helped me out with, phenomenal. But this one right here, I don't know. Feel free to tail me or switch it up however you guys want. This is gonna be my entry, fams, for 110 bucks. Good luck to everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, 0.5 Braun given. Dennis Schroeder. All right, that was my guy's pick right there. De'Aaron Fox on my guy's pick. And this is my guy's pick as well. And then I just went with Darius Garland. That was my pick. So let's do that. Let's place that entry. Bam! For 110 bucks. Hopefully we get it, fam. I mean, it'll be great if we do. If we don't, so be it, man. So be it. It's only $5. So yeah, for those of you who have not played PricePicks, there's a promo code right there, fam. Right there. Also, I will be hooping tomorrow at a local park. And I'm inviting my fans to come out, man. Just DM me on Twitter. I'm sure my guy Search will put the Twitter information, fam. So definitely go check that out. I'm excited for tomorrow to come hoop. I already have some fans coming out, so that's gonna be cool. Just excited to hoop. Don't know the time yet. That's why I want you guys to DM me. I will let you guys know as soon as it happens. Hanson said deposited 100, so hopefully they give you some bonus. Yeah, every time you guys sign up with my promo code, man, the funds go towards helping the channel continue to grow. So that's the cool part about having a sponsorship, fam, is that we continue to grow thanks to you guys. But the most important thing is you have $100 free to play with now, because since you put in 100, you should have an extra 100 there. So you should have 200. And the 100 you have free to play with, my recommendation is to, unless you're absolutely sure that you're going to win that day because you absolutely know the picks, I would start off low. Like I only play 5s, and that's how I was able to win over $1,000 playing. Like the proof is in the pudding, right? So that's how I was able to do it as far as that goes. Appreciate you, RZ. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for super chats. My brother RZ, man, coming through today with the super chats. Appreciate that. But yeah, this is pretty dope because it gives you guys a cool little promo, and we get to play together and hopefully win. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully win. And that's the most important thing, Hanson. So good luck, bro. You got a lot of time to learn the curve. And like I said, for me is play low, win high, right? So low risk, high reward. I think that's the best thing in order to guarantee you actually winning money. Because I don't want you guys just to help me out with the promo code. This is to help you guys out with that 100% deposit match. So it goes all the way up to 100, but you could have put in 50, you could have 50 back. You could have put in 20, you get 20 back, et cetera, right? But awesome, man. Suns imploding soon. Grab Nurkic, Wood, and Gabe Vincent. Appreciate that, bro. I'm actually not sure what that means. What do you mean? You mean grab them as far as in on PricePicks? Because they're not even on the board because they're not playing, right? So that's funny though. Playoff time coming up. Time to get used to the system. Yeah, playoffs for me. My 2 favorite times to play PricePicks. You guys are gonna see me play daily when this happens, right? And I will follow me on Twitter, follow me on all socials, because sometimes I don't even do the live streams. I just when there's no Laker games, I just do the picks and I post them on socials. So that is when we won the most money beginning of the season because the stats are all like messed up. Like the projections most of the time are low and you could just go high. And the playoffs, the projections start off high because of the regular season and you go low. So that's my strategy. Shh, don't tell nobody. Psych. Share it with the world. because this is really how you win money. And also, the All-Star Weekend was a great way to win money, especially during the three-point shootout, because most people shoot threes nowadays. You really go over and you win a lot of money on that. So there's just so many different little strategies, and obviously it's not guaranteed to win money, but there's so many different strategies that can help you, and I'll be here to walk you guys through the process, man, and all that good stuff. So shout out to PricePicks, my sponsorship, man, for helping keep the lights on. Also, all you guys that super chat, man, you guys definitely helping keep the lights on, so I appreciate that. And also, man, you guys know about the website, man, shopcourtkings.com. Go check out the latest, greatest merch. Listen, this one right here. This one is definitely a fan favorite. So get them while they're hot. Get them while they're still available. Blast on them haters. I think it applies to all of our lives, man. You show up to work with one of these, you're already letting your coworkers know, hey, all that gossiping and shit, I hear it. So check this. This is what I do. I charge up and I blast on my haters. This one's definitely special to me because of the message, all right? And then, of course, you got to protect your Lakers energy. Purple and gold. DBZ and purple and gold is fire. I don't care who says what. This is absolutely a taker, but this is definitely the favorite right here. So definitely go tap in Shop Court Kings while those are still available. Thank you guys for tapping in pregame, man. Always a blast. We did the prize picks. You know, we talked about the keys to the game. Now, make sure you guys do follow over there on Playback TV because that's where the watch party is at, and I'm sure my guys are going to join me over there later on today at 5 or 5:30. Not exactly sure what time the game starts. But go get the pregame snacks, all that good stuff, man, because we foodies over here. And I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit the like button. And appreciate y'all, man. Thanks, Search, for always posting the links and everything you do, man. Much love to my brother, Search. Thank you, brother. See you guys later, all right? Peace.